And truly, if can win and sustain that level of play physically and mentally over the course of, five games, you deserve to win. Two games, you get a big lead, you're up, even like Rocky today, he won the first game 15-1, I think it was, or 2, and then the second game was 10. Um, there's not as much pressure as, and I've seen it where the guys are down, 2 games to 0 in that 5 game format. They come back and win the next 3. So I find it more exciting, especially the win by 2. I really like that.
Oh yeah, it's a gigantic effort. I mean, you have to win by two. I'm very inclined to the sports that you have to win because of your effort, not because of the clock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love foot. Don't get me wrong, I love football, but I love baseball even more because if you don't score, you don't win. So and racquetball's the same. If you don't score, you don't win.
Right.
We've seen matches, Fran, that last less than an hour, and we've seen matches over 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So you win by effort, not by time or by chance. And I love that about sports. Javier Mar. A little lob right there to Kane. Kane down the line.
Now, last week, when he played Alvaro in the quarterfinals, Alvaro lobbed him to Kane on his forehand, lobbed Nick twice, and he skipped it for the match.
Yeah.
There it looked like a straight in lob,
Yes.
which doesn't give Kane as much trouble, or anybody as much trouble. When something's coming at an angle with a little bit more spin, it's going to give you a little bit more unforced errors.
Lob there. Kane gets a setup. Javier Mar gives Kane another setup from the back. Kane destroys that ball. Good shot by Kane Waselenchuk. Killing the ball. Now leading 6. Serving 3 in the headpan scoreboard. Scott McClellan, our official referee for this match. We have 2 line judges. Just so people know, the 2 line judges are on each sides of the court. Alan Natera from Chihuahua, Mexico is on the right side. Rodrigo Montoya is on the left. Both line judges can overrule the referee if they both agree that the referee is incorrect. Just a replay.
Great shot by Mar, but an even better get by Kane to force that to be a hinder. A lot of short serves.
That's what we were talking about last week in Florida. Dean and I were analyzing that, and all these guys, a lot of the time, about more than 80% of the time, they're missing their first serves. Fran, as a coach, you think that's energy that's wasted? Do you think it's not convenient? Oh wow!
Good read.
What a get there by Javier Mar, putting in the right corner. What do you think? Is that energy wasted? What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Like, last week, Paola finished the tournament on Sunday, won the tournament, traveled home on Monday, and was back out on the road coming here Thursday. And what I told her was, spend time playing and spend 30 minutes each one of those days working on serve because you want to get your first serve in. And to keep that serve sharp is key. That repetition. So last night, Paola and I stayed after the doubles, and after dinner was served, she stayed and hit from 9:30 to 10:15, and we worked on setups and consistency, and then practice the serves. Nice shot. That Z wasn't tight enough, so it came off the back wall, and Mar just took advantage of it.
So 3 serving 6 now in the headpan scoreboard. Javier Mar down by 3 in this match. First game.
No, that's a bad serve.
Yeah,
yep.
kill
And
shot
Mar's not happy, and he
Right.
shouldn't be. You give something like that in Kane's wheelhouse, 9 out of 10 times he's going to take advantage.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned what you did last night working out with Paola, Fran, because people don't think that, even though you're number one player on the tour, you need a coach. Every time. I mean, people seem to forget. I mean, Roger Federer has his coach. All these top players have their coach. Yes, they're the number one, but they're the number one for a reason. They're not there because out of straight out of luck. It's because of hard work. It's because of coaching. Wow.
That that is a shot I don't even teach. It's called a boast. Left wall, right wall, then kills in the front wall.
No.
That is tough. But guts.
Impossible to get though, even for Kane. It
See,
takes
again, a short serve. Now he's got to go to a second serve, and Kane's going to be all over it.
set up there. Kane. Mar.
Now, when I watch Kane, he used to make those splat rollouts, like flat. And I don't know if he's off today. I don't know, but those are the shots that he was, devastating. Or he would take that shot and drive it down the line. And he's giving these players windows of opportunity.
Oh. Wet ball. Oh, wet court. Okay. I thought he called it short. I saw it good, but no.
Wet, which means it's a replay.
Yeah, it's a replay.
What do you call it? Hashtag?
Hashtag
Just a replay.
just a replay.
See, I listen.
Oh, yeah. No, we sure you do. We quote you a lot.
Yeah, another wasted serve.
People don't realize that is not just a wasted serve, wasted energy, but your elbow, your shoulder, it takes a toll.
Smart shot by Kane. Attack a lob, shooting a pass shot, went cross court, or he could have gone down the line, putting that pressure back on the server. Excellent, excellent choice.
Javier Mar had to spread laterally. Unfortunately, couldn't get on it. Good shot. Now Kane in the box. Kane. Oh,
Beautiful flat rollout.
another
And
point.
notice how much time they take. Look at that routine. Kane does that every single time. Doesn't skip a beat. Rocky has his routine. Pio has hers. Mar has his. You need to have a routine because it grounds you.
Yeah,
See,
those
again, look, second serve, he's
tho-
still doing the same thing.
those extra 4 to 5 seconds they take to breathe or to concentrate, they're really good. They're really positive.
Great attack.
Replay.
I'm surprised it wasn't called a point.
Scott McClellan called the replay. I actually have to agree with Scott because Kane had options there.
Okay.
Kane had
I
options.
can't see because of how tall
Oh
this
no,
guy
Kane,
is.
Kane had options. Javier Mar wasn't directly in front of him, but if Kane wanted to hit a cross court, he could have.
What a serve.
Wow, short serve call by Scott McClellan. Kane's not appealing though. He has an appeal. He's not going to. Referees are right here. Very wise decision. I mean, Kane could have appealed that, but I think it was wise for him not to do so. He might need that appeal later on. You don't want to waste your appeal, friend. Not a good selection there by Javier Mar.
No, should have come up and ripped it.
So 8 serving 4 now in the headpen scoreboard. Kane Waselenchuk still in the box. Still on offense. Kane serving. Drive serve. Short.
I'm telling you, he's missing that serve, and I've watched him because Rocky and him have played, 60 plus times, and it looks like last tournament, this tournament, he's just a little bit off. Don't know why.
Well, it's the end of the season. This is the last pro
Could be.
stop of the season. And Kane has some pressure here too. He needs. Well, Kane scores another point right there. So 9 serving 4. He needs to win this event if he wants that number 1 ranking still. So he has a lot on the line. Javier Mar here has everything to win and nothing to lose. Javier Mar has something to prove here.
Kane's not happy.
Tom McClellan, the official referee, calls that short. Kane's not happy, but he's not appealing. If he's truly not happy, He can appeal, but he chooses not to do so. He's just giving the referee heat. Kane. That Nick serve. Javier Mar. Gets the setup.
Beautiful shot.
Wow. No
Kane
mercy.
a little bit too far forward. Great cross-court shot.
Javier Mar with no mercy. As he should have.
But he seems to be playing pretty relaxed. Like you said, he has nothing to lose.
Javier Mar generally does play relaxed. That's his attitude. That's his game style. Can't give the setup. Oh, Javier can't get a racket on that. That's one of the things that I've liked Javier Mar over the years. I've known Javier Mar for many years since he was a junior, and he's very relaxed. He always has this smile on his face when he's playing. Not a smile that says something offensive. It's a smile like, hey, I'm having fun. Which is good when you're growing up. It's good to have that attitude of I'm having fun when you are trying to go up the ranks. But if you're going to be professional, you have to take this seriously. And that's one of the things that Mar is lacking right now. Some of his shot selection hasn't been the best because I don't think he's taking it as seriously as he should have. Point there by Kane Waselenchuk.
It's another push volley by Mar and then it clipped the wall. Easy shot for him to make.
So we're going to commercials. Kane Waselenchuk leading this first game 10-4. We'll be back on the IRT network. Here back on the IRT network in this first quarterfinal match of the day between Kane Waselenchuk from Austin, Texas, and Javier Mar from Chihuahua. I'm here with Fran Davis. Fran, so 10-4 timeout. I think it was wise of Javier Mar to ask for that timeout at 4. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. He's got to stop the bleeding. He doesn't want to go up 12-4, 13-4, and he got a time. It was timeout and side out. So excellent.
Got a point. Javier Mar serving Kane. Wow. See that's what you're talking about earlier, Fran. How that serve was it good for Kane? No. He killed it down the line and did it without any effort.
Well, it wasn't a kill, it was a pass.
Oh.
Pass kill. But nonetheless, it was right along the wall, can't see it, and just right by Javier.
Kane with a setup from the back.
That's called a penalty hinder. He was in the way of Kane's setup, so it's a point to Kane because Kane was serving. Excellent call.
I agree.
And Kane was very gracious, said, I'm sorry, I think the game's getting away from
Javier Mar.
Yep. No, he's got to rip that.
Wow, what a save there by Javier Mar. Oh, what a
Great
fluke.
get.
Javier Mar trying to kill that ball. Javier Mar again. Oh, it doesn't get away from Kane. Kane puts her racket on Javier Mar again.
Wow.
Wow. What a great shot by Javier Mar going cross court. Fran, what do you think?
Huh. What great athleticism, awareness. Just phenomenal on both parts. Lob Nick. When is he going to stop pushing that ball? I don't know why Javier's looking at him, but he thought he got it on 2, but he got it.
6 serving 12 now on the headpin scoreboard. Javier Mar back to serve.
Lob Nick. Opportunity. He got exactly what he wanted. Set up in the front court. Just skipped it in the ground. Unforced error.
We'll take this opportunity to say hello to Aaron Palomino in Chihuahua, Javier Mar's head coach. He's watching his athlete play against the #1 player on tour. Aaron Palomino, hello. Between the legs. Wow. Between the legs. How is it that?
Oh, I think he called it a skip. That was a perfect shot.
And both of the line judges disagree and they overrule the ref.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mr. Palomino and I in Barranquilla, Colombia, we would work out every night for about an hour. He was on the treadmill for an hour. I was on the bike maybe 40 minutes. And then I do my weights. And we not only broke bread together, but we sweated together. It was awesome.
Palomino is one of the best head coaches in Mexico. He's part of the national team coach.
Mm-hmm.
So he's one of the best out there. I want to say kudos to him. Kane. And the service box again. Driving it to his backhand. Kane. Oh, wow.
Nice shot by Kane. Kept it low, solid.
So 13 serving 6 now in the headpin scoreboard. Kane Waselenchuk. 2 points away from winning this first game.
You know, it is a shame that, we don't make enough money in racquetball where these players like tennis could take your coaches with you. Because it really does make a difference, making little adjustments, giving them confidence.
It truly does. I mean, how could it not? That's one of the things I've been criticized. I've criticized about tennis. Why can't professional tennis players have their coaches right there with them?
Yeah, it's the only sport.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. Kane Waselenchuk 1 point away from closing this.
I mean, Serena even got some sort of technical at the U.S. Open.
She had a fine, actually.
Yeah,
she got fined.
Because her coach supposedly gave hand signals, which she didn't even see.
Javier
Nice shot by Javier.
Javier Mar holding off this first game point. Javier Mar 6-14 this first game. Trying to hold off Kane as much as he can.
And he's going to stick with that lob Nick.
Wow. Kane Waselenchuk reading that perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mar's done that all game. I even read it, I mean, he should have just ripped it down the line.
Javier Mar. Kane wants to go down the line. Kane crossing it. Javier Mar reached it. Kane down the line.
Beautiful shot.
Kane
Little too far forward.
Kane Waselenchuk takes game number 1 here, 15-6. And we'll be back with some short commercials here. Fran Davis, we'll be back on the IRT Network.
Sounds great.
My name is Bobby Horn, or David Horn, as some might know me as.
Oh my goodness.
Nice get.
The Reaching Dream Foundation has helped me out a lot in the last, for as long as I can remember, really.
Oh, too good.
This sport has taken me to a place that I never thought I would be before.
We are live here back on the IRT network in this second game between Kane Waselenchuk and Javier Mar.
Yeah, one of the things I noticed with Javier is that, in my opinion, he's playing a little bit too far forward, trying to cover the pinch and the kill. And Kane, has passed him at least a half a dozen times because he was too far forward. And if you're going to get beat by the kill. Don't get beat by the pass.
I agree.
You very rarely disagree with me, huh?
I cannot. Well, listen, how can I disagree with you, Coach? You have all the experience in the world here. I'm just here along for the ride. Javier Mar now going to get this first serve. Javier Mar needs to make some adjustments, Fran, and I think it is the time. His back is against the wall. I always tell these players, listen, when you're down, there's no tomorrow. And Mar gets on the board first. 1-0 on their headpan scoreboard.
And especially against Kane with his record of, and I don't know, maybe Todd Boss has that, Kane winning the first game of a match. How many matches does he win? You know what I mean? It gives him even more confidence.
Of course, definitely. Last week when he lost against Alvaro Beltran in Sarasota, he lost the first game. He didn't win it. But he came back, won the second one. So there's that mentality factor. We're talking about earlier in the first game, you and I, about the different point system between the men and women and how, there are certain preferences. Playing to 11, playing to 15. Point there by Kane Waselenchuk. Ties it up.
Yeah, and I understand why, the men went to, one, the matches are shorter, and also it parallels the international game where a lot of them are playing in the Pan Am Games or the World Championships, representing their country. And they don't play the best of 5. They play the best of 3. So I get that, and I understand that.
Kane Waselenchuk, another point there scored by him. 2 serving 1 now on the headpan scoreboard in this second game.
Got to keep it close. It's a must. He doesn't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
I'd like to see Javier Mar come out more to the Pro Tour here in the U.S. He's a great player, has a good reputation, and he's quite the sportsman. All players like him. I'd like to see him be more competitive, get his game level up. Oh, Kane missing that corner on the right side. Good hands by Kane in the front court. Not there right, though.
Yeah, well, he took it up by his kind of like his belly button and tried to force that shot a little too far forward. But again, he was making those kind of shots before.
You know what? I've been mentioning this every tournament. I love when we're sitting in the back like right now, and we see players like Rocky Carson, like Kane or Javier Mar, when they hit the ball and how it curves, and we get to see that. It's really cool. Scott McClellan calling for just a replay. Javier Mar, fortunately.
Was going back to a drive serve.
Good serve there by Mar. Better return by Kane. Wow. What control over the front court.
Yeah, you must keep Kane out of the front. I mean, you got to keep moving. You got to keep him deep, but you can't let him set his feet because it comes off the back wall. It's pretty much
Over.
sayonara. Yeah.
Kane from the drive. See serve there. Kane. Javier Mark keeps pushing that ball. Oh. Skip.
But the problem is he probably gets away with that kind of shot against most everybody.
He does. I
And
mean, I've seen him play since he was a junior. I've seen him play many times at nationals, junior nationals, or open qualifiers in Mexico, and that's sort of his game style. He keeps it simple, but it does work against other players. But again, that's why I like to see him more on the pro tour. That doesn't work here. You got an athlete like Kane, an athlete like Rocky, an athlete like Landa. They perfectly can reach those balls and reads them. You know, it's not going to work.
yeah, for sure.
Kane to the serve. 3 serving 1 now. Short serve. Drive serve. Kane. Short.
Yep, that was the second serve.
Second serve. That was the second serve.
Kane has every right.
Giving the referee some heat there. Fran, did you know that was the second serve? I knew it was
Yes.
the second serve.
Mhm.
Yeah. Kane didn't know apparently. Oh well. Play it.
All these personalities come out. It's awesome.
It is. I mean, it's not just that we're having the men's pro tour. We have the women's too. That makes it a lot more cool. Wow, kill shot there by Kane. Too much heat there for Javier Mar. Wow, what a get there by Javier Mar. Oh, unfortunate. Oh,
I
he
thought
did.
it was two.
He got it. I thought from my angle, I thought he didn't. Javier Mar didn't get it. Oh, apparently he did. No appeals there by Kane.
Yeah, I thought it was two. Can't do that.
You cannot do that. Looks like Javier Mar hasn't learned his lesson. See, and there, friend Davis, is where the coaching is so important, because maybe Javier Mar can't see that, but his coach probably could. And you know,
Well, like today when Rocky was playing, and
Jansen Allen earlier today.
Jansen Allen was up 9-5, and when he called a timeout, I told him, I said, "You've changed your serve. You've gone to defense." I said, "Bring the heat, play hard, mix up your serves, just like you did in the first game." And he wound up winning 15-10, but he didn't see that.
You're right. Yeah,
He wasn't aware of that.
Rocky 1 and 2, but game 1 and game 2 were so different.
Great get by Mar.
Oh,
Beautiful shot.
Wow, what a shot by Kane Waselenchuk, adding a point
Yeah,
to
he
his score.
stayed so low and so flat through that shot. And I tell you what, that kind of reaction by watching Kane, I've seen him do it. I have not seen him do that in the last 2 tournaments.
I agree with you.
And that's him.
But
he gets really into it, and he's stoked about the shots he makes.
He was focused. He was there. Okay, so he gets called short. So he got called a short serve. Kane appealed it, and both of the referees overruled the main judge. So Kane gets a point there. 5 serving 1, and I thought it was a bad call as well.
Yeah, me too. It's clearly over the line. That's a short.
There you go. But you see, Kane wasn't the first time he didn't like the call, but this was the first time he appealed it because he was completely sure, and it worked in his favor. It's a good thing that he appealed.
They get 1 or 2 appeals. The men.
The men have per game have 2 appeals. So 2 appeals in the first and second game, and 1 in the tiebreaker.
But if they appeal and it's overturned, they keep that appeal.
Yes,
correct?
they keep that appeal. Yeah, if they lose the first appeal, they get only a second. So they have to be very careful how they administrate those because
And
they
when in the match.
exactly
You call it.
because if they overuse it, or not only that, if they use it at the wrong time, it could affect them. I'm not going to say that they can lose a match because of it, but
Oh, I have seen it.
but they could not probably win it. I mean, it's just funny how it works.
Hmm. Now, I could tell Kane is very comfortable. See how he attacked that lob serve and splat rolled it in the corner? He's starting to feel comfortable. He's starting to feel that I'm in the groove. I'm feeling it. And he's going for it. You know, he's not playing cautious anymore.
Lob serve there to Javier Mar. Great lob serve. Almost wallpaper right there.
Great return.
From the back, Kane keeps the ball alive. What a great get by Mar. Kane shoots it down the line. Another great get. Oh, if Mar kills this one, oh, what a good rally.
Pass.
What a
Ends
great
with a wide angle. Excellent shot.
A great rally by these 2 gentlemen right here. Mar all over the place, cleaning the court. So 6 serving 1 now in the headpan scoreboard. Kane Waselenchuk trying to close on this game and match. Going to go with the drive serve again.
Great jam serve.
Wow.
So that hits the front wall, side wall, and with the glass, it makes it even more effective. Came right at his body, and as tall as he is, it went right to his knees, jammed him. That's why they call it a jam.
What a good
Excellent
serve.
serve.
What a good serve there by Kane.
See, and then now he goes to a drive. And it's where you drop the ball that affects what the ball is going to do.
Wow. See what a change.
So, therefore, it becomes deceptive.
What a difference right there. And Kane getting 2 quick points. Now he's up 8-1 on the headpan scoreboard. Drive serve there. Wow. Javier Mar.
Nice shot.
Clipping that sidewall, losing some speed there. Fooling Kane.
Yeah, but Javier didn't look like, he doesn't look tentative. He's still shooting the ball, which he needs to.
Second opportunity here for Javier Mar. Is he going for the nick this time? Seems like it.
That's comfortability for Kane. When he shoots like that from his shoulder, he's comfortable.
Oh, Javier Mar, good intention right there with that nick serve, but unfortunately, it came out in the wrong way. Kane was there.
Yeah, but
Shoots
the
it.
more time you give a player like Kane, the worse it's going to be for you. If you allow him to
Wow.
set his feet,
Another ace serve
very deceptive.
by Kane. I thought it was going to the left.
I didn't.
I thought it was going to the left. Well, you've seen him play more than I have, so I'm pretty sure you know how it is.
Yeah, but I could tell when he dropped the ball.
Short serve.
But that's what makes Kane so great, his deception. And you know what's exciting? Here we are sitting watching the quarterfinal. The men and the women are in their round of 16. It's so cool to have the men and women here at the same stop.
It is cool. It's not just at the U.S. Open. Timeout by Javier Mar.
Another jam serve.
Very wise timeout there. So we're going to stay here for a little while. Let's talk about this, Fran Davis. So 10-1, Waselenchuk leading Mar in the second game. And I think it was wise of Javier to ask for a timeout, wasn't it?
Oh, I mean, you have to. If you don't, you're conceding the game. I mean, when you take a timeout, you're at least trying to regroup. Maybe he's going to look at his phone. Maybe Palomino sent him a word, or change your serve or do something different, because I know that I do that with Rocky. I either call him or send him something, or Paola. It helps. For him to stay on the court and just say, I know I'm going to lose. I'm down 12-1. That's sending a message to Kane.
What do you think Javier Mar, what serve would you recommend him to do right now? What would be most effective? Let's just say he has a side out right now.
I
What do you
love
think?
the drive serve to Kane's backhand straight in, and I love the hard Z to Kane, but it's got to be deep.
The C
Hard Z to the right.
to the right. Okay. His backhand.
And then every now and then, from that position, then you throw in a drive to the left side to his forehand, not expecting. Kind of what he's doing, but he's doing it to Mar as a righty. You know, and most people would say, "Wow, he's serving to his forehand." He's so deceptive. Mar's moving left and not expecting it, and he has such, Kane has such great precision. Like I have my athletes, when there's no tournaments, they have to serve 250 serves every time their day is serve drills.
250.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And what about that shot from Javier Mar? Getting the side out.
I mean, when a pitcher has pitching practice or a hitter has hitting practice, what did they go up there and hit 3 shots?
No,
And they
of course
call
not.
it. So it's the same. Finally, he went down the line.
Oh. There you go. Javier Mar changed the game right there. He capitalizes. He gets a point on the board now. 2 serving 11.
Well, he's got to play relaxed. He's got nothing to lose. He's just got to go out there and do his thing.
That was a skip serve.
He's going to appeal.
Oh, he's going to appeal. So Scott McClellan calls a skip serve.
I didn't think it skipped.
I didn't think it skipped either. Javier Mar appeals it. Both of the referees of the side judges, they overruled the main ref.
And Kane is shocked.
Kane is shocked. And second serve for Javier
Now,
Mar.
if it was Rocky, I would know it skipped. my guy, he's the only guy I've ever seen skip a serve.
Well, he skipped a serve in the previous match against Jansen Allen.
Oh, Rocky
he
did. I know.
Rocky did.
I've seen him do it. 3, sometimes once, 1 to 2, 3 times.
Wow.
Got really low, hit through the shot, nice and flat.
Kane Waselenchuk 4 points away from winning this match. Kane trying to keep us on schedule for the next match at 1 o'clock.
Because we know Rocky will not. It's not 1 o'clock, 4
Oh.
o'clock.
I'm sorry.
You're on West Coast time, honey.
I'm sorry. I'm speaking on West Coast times.
Be in the now, be in the moment. That's the only way to be. Nice shot by Mar. That's what he's got to keep doing. He's got to keep playing his game, shooting the shot, making adjustments.
Gutsy shot there by Javier Mar. Unfortunately, doesn't work. Payne reads it.
Great Z shot. Oh, my
Wow.
goodness.
Oh, Javier Mar missed an easy shot
Yeah.
down
It's 'cause
the
his
line.
pocket is out. He's off balance.
$11 serving 3 now. So, Fran Davis, the winner of this match will take on the winner of Jake Brandenbeck and Andre Parilla in the next round. The match after this, Fran, is Rocky Carson versus Sam Murray. Rocky Carson from Ladera Ranch, California, and Sam Murray from Canada is the match after this one, 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Kane's appealing.
Appeal used.
I love watching.
So let me explain, Fran, why you mentioned a little detail. Javier Mar has his pocket out of his shorts, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is not something out of casualty. That's intentional. In Mexico, when we're down a game like this one, we put our pocket outside of our shorts because we tend to say that we're going to take the game out of the other player's pocket. So we want to say that, hey, I'm going to take this out of his pocket. What a great return
I'm
serve.
going to ask him that.
Yeah, go ahead and ask him that. When we do that, we say bolsa, bolsa. That means that we're going to take the game out of the other player's pocket. So Mexicans do that all the time.
Mar was moving to the right.
He got caught going the
Yeah.
other way. So now 12 serving
Yeah.
3.
That's why I recommend do not move prematurely. Don't try to guess. Look at the ball, leave your opponent's racket. Look at their feet, their body position. Again, he was covering that, and Kane hit a wrap. Kane's on his game.
Javier Mar. Kane Waselenchuk buries it in the right corner. That's anticipation. One of the other things that I was telling, I've been telling Dean over the past few tournaments, you know, how in racquetball we always talk about power. We talk about control. You know, even when we're trying to buy a racket, right? You're looking for power control. One of the other things that I tell Dean is that one of the key factors in racquetball is not only power control, but reflexes. You know, your reaction time. Some of these, I mean, you're playing with a ball that's going almost 200 miles an hour. Sometimes it's not about power, it's not about control. It's how you react, your reflexes towards that ball or what you're going to shoot. You know, some people call it luck. You don't call it luck. What do you call it, Fran?
Well, I'd call it reading the ball. But most people don't read the ball leaving their opponent's hand. They wait till it hits the front wall and try to react. Look at that.
Wow. Kane Waselenchuk with his first match point, trying to put this one in the books.
And the score is what?
14,
14-3.
serving 3.
That's what that does. When you have that big of a lead, won the first game, big lead in the second, you could take chances like that.
Yes,
and
you
he's
can.
connecting, and he's making it, you know? Where maybe if it was 14-14, he lost the first game, maybe he's going to be a little bit, you know, more defensive, go to the ceiling, you know. So it gives you that room to be able to shoot. What a serve.
Javier trying to hold him off.
Very basic. Great serve, weak return, right down the line, excellent shot.
Kane Waselenchuk putting this one in the books in 2 games straight. 15-6, 15-3. Fran Davis, what do you think? What do you think Javier Martin needs to look out for in the future?
Well, I think he just needs more experience playing these guys at this level. I think he's got the game and he's got to make some adjustments. But, you know, the more you play, you know, sometimes you have to play a year or two to get used to the kind of pace and the consistency that these pros have. So I think it's just a matter of time.
It is a matter of time. I agree with you. So we're going to take a short break before we hop into the next match. Next match is Samuel Murray versus Rocky Carson, scheduled at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And, of course, I'm going to lose Coach Fran Davis because she has to coach Rocky Carson there. Fran, I want to thank you very much for joining us here at the booth, and I hope to see you a little bit later.
My pleasure. Love to, especially during those mixed matches.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much, guys. And we'll be back shortly here on the IRT Network.